friends, it's Lisa, and today I'm going to be doing a little 24-hour readathon. It's going to be a romance and self-care themed 24-hour readathon. Most 24-hour readathons I tend to really put an emphasis on the self-care, treat yourself mindset, and that's going to be no different this time. And I also, because Valentine's Day is approaching, thought it'd be fun to do like a romance-themed 24-hour readathon. I definitely think romance should be read all year round, not just in February, not just around Valentine's Day, but it's a good excuse to read lots of romance books. So that's what we'll be doing today. 24-hour readathon filled with lots of romance books. So I know I'm going to be reading romance books. As far as the TBR goes, I really don't know what I'm going to be reading. I know what I'm going to start the readathon off with. I'm going to read Honey and Spice by Bolu Babalola. This is a book that I saw on Libby and thought the synopsis sounded really fun, and then I've started to see a lot of people reading it. It's getting really good reviews, so I was like, yeah, I need to read this. It's like a fake dating type of story, which I love fake dating. So in this book, you're following Kiki, who has this like podcast or this like radio show, I think, and it says that she's made it her mission to make sure the women of the African Caribbean Society at Whitewell University do not fall into the mess of situationships, players, and heartbreak. So she kind of at one point, I think, warns the women on this radio show of hers to stay away from this particular person. She kind of tells everyone to stay away from this particular guy, and then she's seen kissing him. So the two of them enter this like fake relationship to save their reputations and to like save her radio show and save everything. So it just sounds really fun. Again, love fake dating. So I'm really excited to read this. I also currently am listening to the audiobook for Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which is not a romance. It doesn't really fit into the theme I'm trying to create for this 24-hour readathon, but I am already listening to it, so if I have an opportunity throughout this 24 hours to pick up an audiobook, which I'm sure I will, that's going to be what I listen to. But beyond that, I don't really know. I'm just going to see what happens. I have a lot of things on Kindle Unlimited that I want to read, and my Kindle Unlimited subscription, like my current subscription, is running out this month, so I kind of want to take advantage of it while I still have it, because I don't know if I'm going to renew it, at least like for now. I might renew it again in the future. So I kind of want to take advantage of that while I have it. Also, Brittany from Brittany and Books and Alyssa from Yours Truly Alyssa are also doing a 24-hour readathon starting today. They're not starting until later on today, so I didn't want to start when they did because it works better for me to start earlier in the day. But they're doing a 24-hour readathon and they have a book club, the Besties in Books book club, and their pick for this month is a romance. It's Talk Flirty to Me by Livy Hart. So I may pick that up and then I can read it for the book club. I really don't know. We're just going to see where the day takes us. I'm definitely going to read Honey and Spice, probably a bit of Daisy Jones throughout the 24-hour readathon, but we'll just see where it goes, and I will take you along with what I end up picking up throughout the 24-hour readathon. But I think I'm going to start this 24-hour readathon at noon, and it's 11:50 right now, so I have 10 minutes to get myself together, but very excited, and excited to see what I end up picking up, because it's fun when I don't really have much of a plan for my 24-hour readathon, because it can really go anywhere. So we'll just see what happens together, and I'm very excited to do some self-care. It's just going to be a good day. So it has been some time. It's now 2:26, so I've been reading for about 2.5 hours now, and I'm not as far as I'd like to be. I'm on chapter 6, page 64. I think there's like 350-ish pages of this book, so it's not a super long book. I think I'll be able to get through it pretty quickly once I actually focus and sit down and read. I feel like the start of 24-hour readathons are a little rough because I find I get distracted a lot, and also like when I started it, I had to eat lunch at some point. I made myself an iced latte in hopes that this will keep me up and awake later than I normally would be, and I also had a video go up and all of that stuff. So there has been some distractions. I've also been texting with Therese and Andrea about Chain of Thorns, so there's been a lot of Shadowhunter discussions, and I've definitely been distracted the first like couple of hours of this readathon. But now that I don't really have anything else happening, the video's up, you know, I've had lunch, I'm not gonna be hopefully distracted any more until at least like dinner time. So I'm really gonna try and focus and read. So far with Honey and Spice, I'm really liking it so far. Basically, like I was saying, like this girl has this radio show where she encourages women to, you know, stand up for themselves, not fall for these guys who are not like worthy of them. And there's this one guy that's been causing a lot of problems with a lot of girls, and that's the guy that our main character Kiki ends up kissing. His name's Malachi, and already I love him. We've barely seen anything, but I already love him. But she kissed him in front of a bunch of people at this party, so I'm curious to see how that goes, because obviously it's going to cause some issues, and I'm just interested to see where it goes. But so far I'm enjoying it. I feel like it's going to be a quick read because I'm also already really enjoying it, and I'm 22% of the way through the book, so that's a promising start. So yeah, I'm just going to keep reading. I just wanted to update that I'm liking it so far, and that hopefully from now until, you know, a few hours, like the next few hours, I can just really sit down and read and focus and not be distracted by so many things. Also, now that I have this cup, I got this from one of my friends. We had a very like delayed Christmas gathering, and this was one of my presents, and now I can't stop drinking iced coffee out of it. This is the iced coffee or iced latte cup. It's just the perfect size for a nice latte. All right. See, I'm distracting myself from reading. This is my problem. I'm gonna go and actually read now. This book is so funny. The characters are so funny. Kiki's best friend, Amina, what a hoot. But Kiki just went, I'd rather listen to Camila Cabello singing Beyonce songs acoustically on loop than be around him for one more second. That really paints the picture. Yeah, it's so funny. I've been laughing so much. I love all the characters. They all got jokes. And like the fake dating hasn't even started yet. I think they're like about to make the deal to fake date. Like I think that's, if I'm reading this scene correctly, it feels like that's where this is leading to. So we're not even like in the fake dating part yet. We're not even that far into the story. I'm 28% of the way through. We haven't even made it to like the full-on plot yet. But I'm already having such a good time. Like, is this gonna be 5 stars? Maybe. I am once again interrupting this 24-hour readathon to be distracted. But look, this is the Fairy Loot edition of Sea Sparrow by Kristen Kishore. This was a Christmas gift from Darian Reads, so thank you so much, bestie. It is so stunning. I love these covers. I love the new, Sam's meowing and he's distracting me. I love the new like US covers, but I think these are the covers that they typically have for the new ones in the UK. But to me, this is special because I don't have any of these covers, and it has the orange sprayed edges. I haven't looked under the dust jacket yet. It's just black. But it has like end papers that are so stunning. It has, ooh, what is that? Art. I don't know if that's just this edition or if all of the editions have it, but it's also signed, which is very cool. Oh, the map has really expanded from where I'm at. I've only read the first two, so let's hope I like them, because now I have this, and I have the normal cover of Sea Sparrow as well, so hopefully I like this book. But thank you so much, Darian, for getting me this special edition. It's so stunning. I'm definitely gonna have to put it on display. The Fairy Loot special editions are just so good. I could so easily spend so much money on those special editions, and I have. But I could so easily spend more if I had money. They're just so good. They're always so stunning. Yeah, obsessed with this. This is beautiful. Thank you so much, Darian. And I had to share. I had to show this exciting book mail that I got. Okay, time to go back to reading. All right, friends. It is now, what time is it? It's 7:56. So we're almost 8 hours in officially to the readathon. I am on chapter 15. I'm 54% of the way through the book, so I'm hoping that I can at least finish this before I go to sleep tonight. I think that's gonna be my goal. I feel like the rest of the night I'm just going to read. I've gotten into my comfy clothes. I was in comfy clothes before. I've gotten into my comfier clothes. I did do some skincare. I did a face mask, which was really nice. I think I'm gonna go make a hot chocolate. And I also think me, Darian, and Casey are gonna do a little Zoom call, a little reading date. Even though they're not partaking in this readathon with me, it'll be nice to still like read and chat with them, and talking to my besties is a form of self-care for me. So it's all on theme. I also think that the readathon that Brittany and Alyssa are doing is starting at 8 my time, so we're about to start to cross paths in our 24-hour readathons. But yeah, my plan, I'm gonna go make a hot chocolate, I'm gonna get into bed, join a Zoom call with the besties, and do some reading, and hopefully finish Honey and Spice by the time I want to go to bed tonight, and hopefully it's not too late. I'm loving it so far though. I'm having such a good time. The humor is so good. I love Malachi, who's like the male love interest. He's so precious and so funny. And I also really love Kiki, and I just love their like dynamic. I love the banter. I love the way that they just like the jokes that they throw at each other, but also like the very real conversations that they're able to have with one another. And it's just really fun so far. And we haven't even really gotten that far into the fake dating scheme. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more moments when they're together and they have to like perform more as like a fake couple. So I'm excited to see those scenes. And yeah, I'm having a good time. So hopefully that will help me read it even faster, but I'm really enjoying it. Hopefully I can finish it before I go to sleep. And also we can figure out what I'm reading next. I might have Darian and Casey help me pick my next read, because I really don't know. I need to have like options for them to help me pick something. So maybe I'll come up with options and have them help me. Hello. The fact that I am in bed, I'm too horizontal. I think I need to sit up or I'm gonna fall asleep. And it's 10:10, and I really want to finish Honey and Spice before I go to bed. I'm 72% of the way in. I'm on page 251. I think, like I said earlier, it's about like 350 pages, so I have like 100 pages left. So like I said, I am going to, I think, try and finish this before going to bed, which means I need to sit up because I'm tired. But I just got off a Zoom call with Darian and Casey, so that was fun. Like I was saying, it's a bit of self-care to chat with the besties. We read together, we chatted, it was a good time. So that was good. And now I think the rest of the evening I'm gonna try and finish Honey and Spice. I still don't know what I'm reading after this. Should I look through what's on Kindle Unlimited now? Or should I actually read and decide later? Because I feel like if I finish Honey and Spice, I'm probably just gonna listen to Daisy Jones until I fall asleep. But I'm gonna want a book ready to go in the morning. What a conundrum. Or if I'm feeling wild and crazy, I'll finish Honey and Spice and just jump into another book. Who knows? I sure don't. I'm already so tired and delirious. It is 10 o'clock. I feel like normally non-24-hour readathon days, I'm normally up past this time for a little bit longer. I don't normally get tired until a little bit longer, so I don't know why tonight of all nights I'm feeling tired. I think I need to sit up. But yeah, okay. I'm on chapter 20, Honey and Spice. 72% of the way through. Gonna try and finish it before I go to sleep, and maybe I'll pick my next read before I go to sleep. Don't know, but I'm still really enjoying this book. It actually it had a scene that kind of reminded me of a scene from Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry. Sorry, I had to adjust, my hand is falling asleep. But there's a scene in Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry where, and that's like a YA, like contemporary romance, so it's a little bit different. I feel like I think this is adult. Honey and Spice, I mean. There's scenes in both where they're like on the phone with each other and they're like asking each other what they're wearing, which sounds like so inappropriate, but it's like, it's just them like being like flirtatious, and it's really funny in both books. And yeah, I'm really having a good time. And there's also like this whole thing where, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil anyone if you want to read this book, but there's a thing that the main character Kiki's like, she really likes and she thinks it's nerdy, and then he like shows an interest and he like calls her and is like, okay, so like this is happening and this is happening, like why is this happening? Because he's now like doing the thing that she's into, and it's like, oh my god, man of the hour, man of my dreams. He's funny and he's nerdy. Those are the two requirements. Now I'm just distracting myself to not actually read. So I'm gonna go and actually read and hopefully finish this book within a reasonable time. I'd like to finish it like by midnight, which I think I can maybe do. But in order to do that, I need to read. So I'm gonna go do some reading, stop babbling. All right, and break. Okay, hi. One more thing before I get back to reading. I did read a little bit, but now I'm back because this book kind of gives me like adult To All the Boys I Loved Before vibes, or like college setting To All the Boys I Loved Before vibes, because there's the fake dating aspect. It's initiated kind of by the two characters kissing because someone else is there watching them and seeing like the two of them like get to know each other, and they make like, well, they make a list, I feel like, in To All the Boys I Loved Before. At least they do in the movie. I haven't read the book in a really long time, but I've seen the movie so many times. I know they make the list. I think they probably do that in the book too. And then this, they have like rules that they set. They have like meetings about things that they can do and won't do. And now, like at this part of the book, they're heading to a party, and it's kind of giving the same like ski weekend vibes from To All the Boys I Loved Before, you know? So I'm just really enjoying it because I love To All the Boys I Loved Before. The book is good. The movie, however, god tier. That is like one of my favorite movies, one of my comfort movies, 100%. I haven't watched it in a while, and this is making me want to watch it. But they're just giving me like such similar vibes. I feel like if you liked To All the Boys I Loved Before, I think you would really enjoy this book. And it's just so fun and so funny, and I'm just so excited to keep reading. I'm nervous about whatever the like third act conflict is gonna be, but right now I'm really enjoying it. Like I still at this point think it's probably gonna be a 5-star, just depending on how the rest of it goes. But yeah, I just need to make that comparison because I want everyone to read this book because I'm really enjoying it. They specifically mention, sorry, the way I'm doing the most to not read, but there's a hot tub where at this party, like where they're going to be staying, and I'm thinking about the hot tub scene in To All the Boys I Loved Before. I'm just saying, okay, I'm gonna go read now. Well, good morning, my friends. It is, what time is it? It's 10:27 in the morning. I have just about an hour and a half left of this 24-hour readathon, so I'm not going to spend too much time updating you now. I will tell you all my thoughts on everything at the end of the vlog, but I did just want to quickly update that last night before going to bed, I did finish Honey and Spice. I ended up giving it 5 stars. I really loved that book. It was just like, I was so into it really early on in the book. Like, I just instantly connected with the main character Kiki and her perspective, and I just really liked the characters and the humor. I think I mentioned that quite a few times in this vlog, that it was just really funny. The chemistry between Kiki and Malachi was just so good. And I think I might have said this, I really don't know. I know I kept vlogging last night when I was like so tired that I think I was a little delirious, but I think I said last night that I was a bit concerned about what the third act conflict was going to be, because I feel like that's where sometimes romance books, like, if I'm really loving them, I just don't really care if the third act conflict is good, bad, or mixed opinions, because I just love the book. Or sometimes it can be what makes me dislike the romance book. But this third act conflict, I definitely think, like, I could understand where they were coming from. It wasn't like my favorite thing, and I still kind of didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. Like, I think it did make sense, so it didn't completely ruin the whole book for me. Obviously, I gave it 5 stars. I think because I was just enjoying that book so much throughout the whole thing that I just had to give it 5 stars. It was just so good, so funny, so cute, and definitely adult, I think. Also, I think I was saying again last night that I was pretty sure that this was an adult book, and I can confirm it is an adult book. Which, I mean, I kind of got the vibe the whole time. I just like started doubting myself when I was vlogging. Anyway, loved it. Had such a good time. 5 stars. And last night, in the act of self-care and the whole theme of this readathon, I went to sleep instead of picking up another book. I listened to a bit of Daisy Jones before going to bed and went, that's good enough. I'm tired. I'm going to go to sleep. Normally, I try and push myself to stay up a little bit later on 24-hour readathons, and it's not like, I mean, I think I finished Honey and Spice around like 12:30, and then by the time I like got into bed, it was closer to 1, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm just gonna go to sleep. So that's what I call self-care. So listen to a bit of Daisy Jones, and then I did start a new book this morning. I started Heartless by Elsie Silver. I'm currently 17% of the way through, page 77, and I read the first one in the series. It's like a companion romance series, and I liked it, but I didn't love it. I think my biggest thing was that I just didn't really connect with the characters. I didn't dislike them, but I wasn't obsessed with them either. And this one, I'm already connecting more with the characters. In this book, you're following Willa and Cade, and Willa is the main character from the first book's like best friend, and Cade is the brother to the other main character in the first one. And the whole premise of this book is that Willa is hired to be the nanny for Cade's son. So far, I'm having a good time. I already kind of like the characters a little bit more. I'm just connecting with them a little bit more than I did with the characters in the first book. So we'll see if I continue to enjoy it. I'm only, like I said, like 17% of the way through, but I read the first one really quickly, so I feel like I'm gonna fly through this. I don't think I'm gonna finish it in the next hour and a half, but I think I'll be able to make it relatively far. I mean, we'll see. I want to get maybe at least into like the 25% mark before the end of the readathon, which I think I'll be able to do. And yeah, I'm excited to keep going. This is the one in the series I see everyone absolutely loving. I mean, a lot of people really loved the first one as well, which I understand. I could see the potential. I think it was just a me thing, not being super obsessed with the characters, where now I really like these characters, or just I like them more. So I feel like this one could end up being the one that I really enjoy, and this is the one I see so many people talking about. This is like the book that made me want to read this series, because just so many people love this one. So I'm excited to keep going. Also, there is a third book that just came out literally today, I think. I think it was coming out February 10th, so it's now out, and I'll be able to read it once I finish this one, which is great, because I don't need to be in the middle of any more series. I need to actually finish the ones that I'm starting, so good news all around. But yeah, like I said, I don't have much time left of my 24-hour readathon, so I'm gonna go and see how far into Heartless I can get and see if I enjoy it more than the first one. Alright friends, the readathon has officially come to an end. It's now 12:06, so the readathon has officially ended, and I just wanted to go through what I managed to read and also count up how many pages I read during this 24-hour readathon. So first I did read and finish Honey and Spice by Bolu Babalola, and I ended up giving that 5 stars. Like I was saying earlier, so much fun. Just had such a good time reading it. The banter, the chemistry between the characters themselves, not even just like the main characters, Kiki and Malachi, but all of the side characters were so great. Yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I had such a good time with it. It was so much fun, so funny, such endearing, wonderful characters, and the like fake dating plot, the whole like podcast radio show element. I just really enjoyed the whole thing. It was just really, really fun. So happy I read that. And then I did start reading Heartless by Elsie Silver, and let's see, where did I get up to? I made it to page 182, which is 40% of the way through the book. So I'm happy with that. I just wanted to make it like a quarter of the way through the book, so I'm happy that I'm almost halfway. Both this one and the first one are reading very quickly. They're just really like fun reads, and this one I'm definitely enjoying more than the first one. I just like the dynamic with the characters a little bit more, and the characters themselves, I find I just like reading about them more. It's not, again, that I disliked the characters from the first one and didn't enjoy reading from their perspectives, but I think I'm just enjoying these characters more, so I'm having a good time with this as well. Hopefully I'll finish it soon. I am planning on doing a whole vlog like dedicated to books that I'm reading on Kindle Unlimited before my subscription ends later this month, so I'm sure I will talk about this more in that vlog once I finish reading Heartless. And then I did listen to a bit of Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which really doesn't fit into the whole romance aspect of this vlog, but it was the audiobook that I was listening to, so I made some more progress on that, and I tried to figure out kind of the amount of pages that I read. I don't actually have my physical copy with me, so I couldn't really confirm the actual amount of pages, so I did some kind of rough math with that and kind of counting up the amount of pages I read with Honey and Spice and Heartless by Elsie Silver. I managed to read 592 pages-ish, because my math could be wrong. So not bad. I'm happy that I read almost 600 pages. I definitely could have read more if I stayed up later or woke up earlier or just like really focused on reading. I definitely got distracted a few times throughout this 24-hour readathon, but it was all in the name of self-care. I was just doing what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to sleep earlier than I normally do with 24-hour readathons last night, so I did. But yeah, it was just really fun focusing on some reading and self-care and just doing things that I enjoy. You know, I did my skincare, I did a face mask, I chatted with the besties, did some reading, and overall just like had a very chill 24 hours, reading as much as possible, but also doing things I enjoy. So definitely was a successful 24-hour readathon. And if it wasn't obvious, I really enjoy doing 24-hour readathons. I feel like I do them pretty regularly. So if there's any other like themed 24-hour readathons you'd like to see me do, if there's a specific series or genre or anything like that, if you have any ideas, let me know, because I think it's kind of fun to sort of stick to a theme within a 24-hour readathon. And I'm sure I'll do another 24-hour readathon relatively soon, because I just really enjoy doing them. I think they're so much fun. But I think that's going to be it for this romance self-care themed 24-hour readathon. I'd love to know if you've read any of the books that I have read in this vlog, what your thoughts are. Also, if you haven't read Honey and Spice, I highly recommend. I have a feeling that that's going to be a book that I start continuously recommending from here on out, because I just really enjoyed it. But that is going to be it for this 24-hour readathon vlog. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.